Hello, this is the Silver Watchman and welcome to a brand new series. Now, I really like this series because of two reasons. One, it's really cute, and two, it's like one of those puzzle games that so the game is called Fairune. Yeah, so it's a puzzle game that gives you no indication of how to solve the puzzle whatsoever, so you're just kind of aimlessly walking around for a while. And that's just, I don't know why I like that, but it kind of feels like life in a way. You know? You really have no idea what to do, where to go, or who you really are. Until you do. There's no indication of where to go, what to do, except maybe looking at small things that would seem otherwise insignificant. And that's really cool. I love that kind of concept in a game. Because it feels so like real life in a way. God made this world. No, it's more than 2,000 years. It's a really long time ago. And scientists are like, well, with billions of years, you couldn't have made it in 7 days. It's not 7 human days. It's more along the lines of, heaven time runs a lot slower than our time. So, if you get a scratch in heaven, it could take thousands of years, our time, to heal. A couple of days up there. Depending on how fast you heal, or if you even want to heal. But yeah, you can't really get hurt in heaven because everything is super padded up there. I don't even think you can get hurt in there. Which is awesome because it's heaven and you wouldn't want to get you're preparing a nice meal and then all of a sudden you chop your finger off and then you're bleeding for the rest of eternity. No, I don't even think you can get hurt. You don't even need to eat as far as I know. You can eat because there's feasts up there. But you don't get hurt, which makes sense why God, when people go to heaven and they come back and they see God, they're like, well, we had holes in his hands, and then he had holes on his feet, and then he had a spear jab in his side, like a hole in his side, which is really cool. Yeah, but heaven time runs a lot slower than Earth time. Also, if I didn't bring attention to this before, this game is really, really cute. Look at it. Look at that. They're adorable. I don't know why I like cute things. I'm just one of those people. Look at how cute that is. Okay, that's enough of that. So, in our time, it would be billions or thousands of years or a really, really long time. But God made Earth in 7 days. Which means before he made Earth, or in different parts of the universe, he could have been working on that beforehand. He worked on it like 6 days, and then the 7th day he took a rest. His time, not our time. So in other words, it's like thousands of years that have passed while he's working in different parts of the universe. So we have something to look up at, and when he made Earth. So then we're going on, fast forwarding a little bit more. Made I believe it's called the Gamatron Galaxy X-3. I don't really know why I have that name there, but yeah, that one probably could have taken anywhere a human time, roughly maybe a couple thousand years. Not to mention the Milky Way, which could have taken, again, thousands upon thousands of years, human time, which means that yes, you scientists are right. It did take a very long time to make the universe. Because it took God 7 days to make Earth. But he could have made some planets in like a day or so. So that being said, yes, scientists, feel very happy that you were right, but also, man of God, be very happy that you are also right. God made everything, but he did it in his time. And that's a thing. Oh man, I'm sorry, like I really like this game because it's so nice, it's so chill. It's so like low stakes compared to all the other games that I've put on my channel so far. I don't know. Look, so you have an idea of what kind of person. I'm naturally like a lazy person. I don't like too much of a challenge. But if a challenge presents itself, I'm going at it full force. Which means that's a contradiction in my own nature. I was designed to be something that contradicts normality. Why? I don't know. There's so much I don't know, but there's so much I do know. Like the amount of time it actually took the universe to be made, which is somewhere along the lines of possibly billions of years. But that's human time. That is not God's time. God doesn't go into detail about every little thing that he made. No, he goes into detail about Earth and Earth alone. So, and that being said, God could have made Earth and then waited a while and then continued making the universe, which is why the universe is still expanding. God is still working on the universe, but all the stuff that's immediately near us is pretty much already made, and it's kind of expanding and settling, which is really cool because God's not just sitting up there doing nothing. No, he's managing humanity, he's managing the universe, managing that giant meteor, wormwood, and then there's I can't pronounce that one. Then there's that other one that's kind of like all over the place. Aside from wormwood, but there's another meteor that's kind of like it really, really wants to hit a planet. It really wants to hit something, like, I don't know, just another meteor. But God makes it that way, like he takes it and he's managing that. He's managing all these things, like even the rules of the universe, he's like looking at it and like seeing, okay, that's got to be worked down a little bit. That's got to be tweaked a little bit. That's starting to come out of balance, make that into a little bit of balance too, and all that other stuff. It's so cool. And I know that you as a normal human being, you can't possibly understand. But oh my gosh, when I say God is really cool, I mean it. There is so much that like you don't even understand. And that's part of what this channel is here for. Before every single video, I pray to God and I have him speak through me. That he will speak through me and that his will be heard. So you, the scientists that are skeptic, fine. It's okay to be skeptical. It's okay to ask questions. Are you kidding me? God loves it when you ask questions and when you're constantly seeking to learn. That's one of the things that he loves the most. Aside from, somebody actually being giving and not being selfish. But he loves curious people. Because he can teach them. He loves it. So if you ever have any questions, just go and ask God. He will tell you. Unless it is something that you are not appointed to know. And if that's the case, then you're not appointed to know at the time. Don't be upset with God because there's something that he won't tell you, because you personally cannot handle it. Like the saying, you can't handle the truth. I believe that is from Full Metal Jacket. I saw that movie. That movie had some moments that honestly made me laugh. Not entirely a Christian movie, but it did make me laugh at some points, in which case, I don't know if I have a copy, but I kind of want to rewatch it now. Another movie I really like would have to be Iron Giant. I've always related to the Giant more than Hogarth, as part of the fact that, he's a giant being from another place that nobody really knows about. Really powerful, and it's all hidden power too. Can destroy half the planet without really trying. And yet, he's a very kind and loving being. I relate to that. The thing that, like, he's this being that's so weird and so different from everything else that nobody really understands him. So he's just kind of alone. Well then, that's aside from that depressing point. So back to how God made the universe. So yeah, God made a whole bunch of different things. So like, we can always look out and could always be like, wow, that's so cool. There's planets that have rain that falls upwards. There's also, and yeah, I know one of you are gonna be like, oh, what about aliens? Well, there is alien fauna on different planets, but they're really, really, really far away from us. And that's mostly because yeah, that's mostly because of the fact that, I mean, as far as intelligent life, I would say maybe they're about as intelligent as maybe like a monkey at most. But as far as that, the gray men kind of yeah, no, those guys, they don't exist. That's actually a misinterpretation of somebody being able to see a demon when there's bright flashing lights. But as far as things that have souls go, no, we are the only beings in the universe that actually has a soul. Which means we as humans are very, very alone. I'm sorry, but dogs can't go to heaven. Cows can't go to heaven. Animals, they don't go to heaven. They don't go to hell either. They just stop existing. You can mass reproduce animals with the same personality. You can't do that with a human, because every human is a custom creation by God. Which is really, really cool. I mean, it's just like, wow. You are a custom piece of artwork, and you're not even done yet. When you come to God and you get saved, God continues working on you. Like these little things, these imperfections, God takes out those, it's just like, God tools, and He just kind of like, okay, so there's some pride, let's remove that out, and we'll place some selflessness there instead. And then there's oh, it's so cool. I'm like, oh man, it's so cool. Okay, so here's the depression. Now that depression will actually be very good, but we're going to take out the majority of that. Leave small traces behind, so the person knows where they came from, and then let's put in the ability to comfort those. Or okay, ready, like, or maybe, okay, so this one, okay, this one's gonna have cancer, but they're gonna overcome the cancer in their own way. I'm gonna help them out with that. And then I'm gonna put with them a powerful message. It's gonna be so powerful. It's gonna set other people on fire that they don't have to die, and that they come to be saved too. And it's like God focuses on even the smallest details about you. which is so cool to think that, I'm at the very least serving a God that's like so attention to detail, which is why, like, whenever I work or do anything, I try to be as close to be attention to detail as possible. I try not to make mistakes, which is why if you ever look at the video, any of my videos, you would notice that a lot of them are attention to detail. Like little things, like this little thing in the corner right there that you're seeing right now. Like, share, subscribe, Silver Watchman. I know I never acknowledge it, or acknowledge a lot of things, because it's not something that needs to be acknowledged. It's just something that just needs to be there. Now, man, this is like, I really like this series. I have a feeling I'm going to love this series. Because we're already starting off on some of the coolest stuff, how God made the universe. I'm going to try to continue that thought next episode, but I might forget it. Alright? Unfortunately, one of my infirmities is, most of them are mental. And I have a hard time keeping track of a lot of things. Because my memory is awful because of all the damage I've taken over the years. But when I can remember, I can. But thank you for watching. Glory be to God. Seriously though, if you've been watching my videos and you've been enjoying it so far, don't be afraid to share it. In fact, that'll actually make me really, really happy. So thank you. Thank you for aiding me. Glory be to God and blessings be upon you. Trust me when I say, coming to serve God is going to be one of the best decisions you ever make. Thank you. This is the Silver Watchman, signing out.